Hello everyone, it's Sky here. Today we're gonna be talking about Harute Gundams. So let's just get started. Is it have like 650 HP. The cost is 3000. The pro is that it have very strong range and a lot of firing powers. And most of his shot is like it'll force knockdown. Like the MA Gero is a force knockdown. The main Gero B is a force knockdown. The sub is like force knockdown. Oh wait. I mean, it's not a true knockdown. It's all like knock back most of them, but they're still pretty good in general. And the Marute mode make it easier for you to stay alive because it increases mobility and give you a bunch of new tools. Also, make stuff like CSB become vernier-less, so you can keep moving and still dishing out damage. Pretty good. The con is obviously it's can be pretty difficult to play if you're not familiar with the MA mode control, because this unit you're gonna have to play MA a lot. It's a pretty strong MA unit, and it have average mobility outside of Harute mode. So I mean, sorry, outside of Marute mode, it can feel like a little bit clunky, but then again, you're gonna be in MA most of the time, so just be aware that if you're not familiar with MA, this unit is gonna feel really off to you. So next, let's talk about the notable 2. So notable 2s, the main is like the basic BR, but it's changeable to Gerobi mode if you use the CSA, and you can fast forward the CSA as well. But the Gerobi mode, it only have 3 ammo, so you need to manage it well. But the Gerobi itself is still pretty good. But yeah, it's pretty good. But again, it's not like Wing Zero custom that have like 11 Gerobi, so you gotta be, you know, mindful when you use it a lot more. The CSA, as I mentioned, switch mode between the two, Gerobi mode and normal BR mode. The CSB will send out bits to attack enemy. During Marute and MA mode, there won't be any vernier animation, so usually people use CSB when they are in Marute or when they were in MA mode. It's also home pretty decent, so try to rotate into it as you play quite often. EXVS is a pretty decent side melee. You can use it for self-defense if needed be. If someone come near you, you can surprise them with like step side melee. As usual, it's more of a shooting unit, so it's not something where you go in and try to melee people. You melee if you need it to. Apart from that, you try to stay in range and dish out as many firing power as you can because you have a lot of them. CCAB is a pretty decent boost dash melee as well. It can be used if the situation calls for it when enemies nearby. Like usual, you can surprise the enemy with it, but just don't go nuts with it. So the sub, pretty large size and decent tracking and muzzle correction as well. It can be used to punish and also a pretty okay anti-melee. Can even chain from Gerobi main, so you can like shoot Gerobi your main and then you can actually chain to sub. It will actually connect, so you can like go in and shoot Gerobi, and if it missed, you can chain to sub just in case somebody will approach you and then you will shoot sub out. And during the Marute mode, there's also a big Gerobi if you input to sub, but only available during Marute mode. AC is sent out chasing assist, or you input directional AC and you use a swipe assist. Extremely powerful close to mid-range too, especially for self-defense, but you can also use it to attack people because it's the swipe one is really hard to dodge. The send out one is like okay chasing, but I think the swipe one is mostly more useful. So the BC is boost forward or away from the target. It can be used to escape a tight situation if needed. It does have a little bit of startup, so be mindful to use it. Compared to like if you use the BC in the MA mode, that one doesn't have a startup. So Marute activation, this auto activate when HP is 260 or less. You will gain increased mobility and gain some new function like the 2 sub that was mentioned. Generally, just make your really high mobility, and if you're confident with your moving or familiar with how to move around the game, this will help you to stay alive much longer. So next, gonna talk about his MA mode, because that's one of the reason why. That's probably one of the reason why you want to play this unit is his MA, because they have pretty good MA. So the main have a high tracking, but speed is quite slow. So It's still possible to hit the target with it though, because it have pretty good tracking. But it can and it can also be confirmed from Gerobi too. So like MA Gerobi, and then you shoot the main after, and then it will connect. This actually take quite skill to master, but you know, with practice you'll be able to do it consistently. So the sub is one of the best MA Gero in the game because it's have pretty last eye and the reload speed is pretty decent. Just generally you nearly can use it, you rotate into it pretty often, so when it's come up try to use it. It have pretty long range as well, so you can be pretty far and still use it and it still might hit someone. So the AC send out high tracking missile. This even track in green, so and but it does not reload. So when you finish using it, it's gone until you die and come back. So yeah, just it's better to use all of them obviously because it's not reloadable and it's pretty valuable ammo. When the ammo is 0, inputting AC again during MA mode will drop a nuke. So this nuke is not too hard to land, but it's pretty much just like drop down from your unit. So you can go into MA, and when there's a unit under you or close to you, you can drop the nuke. Usually we'll get them, and then maybe like BC away. You'll see this in the replay maybe. It's quite common in the replay, but I'm not sure if we will see it. So BC, just like the MA mode, it will boost away while I'm in MA. It's a little bit better than the let's say MA. What I'm trying to say is it's better. The MA mode is better than the MS mode because it doesn't have the startup, and the hitbox when you're in MA is a little bit smaller. Oh wait, not a hitbox, the hurtbox. All right, so with that out of the way, we can actually start watching some replay and talk more about Harute. And yeah, just if you enjoyed the video, please don't forget to give it a like and share like usual. Okay, then we can watch some replay now. The usual bursts is also good to mention that like the usual bursts are extended for him. And just to point out here really fast, he's with a 2K support, because when he come back, if the 2K die first, then he die, he'll come back as a Harute mode right away. It'll be roughly like 240 HP or something. I don't really 100% sure, but that's actually pretty good HP to have. So having a 2K support is pretty good, but 2.5 is okay too. So that's the MACSA that you see. It's gonna see that a lot. That's the charge assist, landed there. Nice guard. Oh, we're fighting aerials. That's pretty cool. Okay, down there. MA Gero again, as you see, very powerful. Shoot the missile there. It actually hit back there if you pay attention. It's kind of hard to see. And again, shoot them in green lock. You see how homey it is? Like it's actually hit even like from far away because it tracked in greens. Just pretty much just use all of them. Let them run out. That's the swipe assist. It's pretty hard to dodge close range, but the problem with it is the elevation. If the enemy is going up and down like a lot, they can dodge it that way. But if they were like on the same level as that assist, it's pretty hard to dodge. Okay, so now we're in the Harute mode. MACSA again, and try to connect with main there. It's connectable, but it didn't connect there, but it's connectable. Assist, charge assist there. So as you can see, there's a lot of like rotating main into sub and assist to keep the pressure up. And oh, he changed back into BR mode there. I'm not sure why, maybe because he ran out of ammo and he needed there. But yeah, MA sub, sorry, not CSA, MA Gero. The CSA is Wing Zero TV. This guy is just MA sub. Right, getting hit there. Our friend is 61, we 324. We have bursts available as well, so we're pretty low now though. Our friend should really play more aggressive now, and he does, and he died. So burst it here. Probably can end it right here. Good job. Okay, next game. So yeah, like, you know, pretty strong MA mode, a lot of firing power. You can shoot pretty much like all the time. I didn't mention this, but if you watch carefully, he do rotate into CSB a lot, like we mentioned. during MA mode. So here's the cool thing, if you look at the CSA and CSB right now, the way he do it is that like he used the CSA to chain mode and the CSB to cancel the animation. So you could do that early as well if you don't want to go into like the animation of CSA and to switch into Gero mode. So that's up to you if you wanted to do it that way. Running under here, trying to get the main Gero beat going. They're getting the missiles, the sub, pretty good tracking to be honest, and pretty large. Just like, yeah, spam missile from mid-range, it will hit a lot. It's really powerful. Even the good player will have a problem kind of dodging it, so you even see like the better player like try to guard it or something, because it's quite difficult to always avoid it, especially when there's a lot of things going on the map, like people are not looking at stuff. There's subland again, does a lot of damage as well. MACSA there. So the thing, let's talk about MACSA a bit rather than commentate it about the match, because that's gonna be something that, you know, you're gonna have to learn how to do, and I'm not gonna cover too much how to do that in this video, but I can make a MA mode video later on if you're interested in that. But generally there's not much technique to it, except just generally understand how the control work and getting used to it. So, you know, the one technique that he used here is like going to MACSA, go to into MA, and then you see that swipe, the face swipe to face the target. That's like pressing up twice during the MA, then it'll switch it'll look toward the target immediately. So you could do while you're flying in whatever direction, and then you can like input up twice and it will face toward the target. Then you can shoot your Gero B. That's one way to aim Gero B, but you're gonna have to learn how to do it manually as well, and then I'll explain that more in the future video if I ever get to make it, which I think I will. Okay, let's talk about this last match then. So CSB there, missile. Again, missile whip. That's what I'm saying, like, see, they guarded that because there's missile coming as well. And assist, yep. Using assist in conjunction with your attack is really important, because without it, your volume of like your volume of stuff on the board are just so much less. Just make sure to like send assist out as well and stuff like that when attack. And also like CSA, I keep saying CSA, is sub and CSB during the fight, you know, it's about like having as many projectiles as much as possible on the map, and a lot of that's come from CSA, and that's the 2 sub, because we're in Marut mode. Our partner is pretty low right now. If he died first, it's not too big of a deal, because we'll come back in Marut with like 240 HP or something, I don't remember. But generally you still wanted to die first in this comp, but if you die second, it's not too bad. To sub there, it's eat the full city shot there, because full city shot is physical. Yeah, our partner died first, that's still okay. He guard the assist that we dropped the nuke there. Escape. Okay. As you can see, like, we can still stay alive pretty long just because the Marut mode, you have so much mobility. Oh, this might kill us. Nope, still fine. Okay. Plane and BC out. Okay, still doing okay. So still sending out CSB here. There's no problem sending out CSB here at all, because that's the MA Gero into MA main. Pretty good. Because there's no problem sending CSB here because there's no Vernier as you're in the Marut mode. See here, you come back to 20 HP, you're in Marut mode automatically, so you have the mobility to not die. Obviously, if you play with 2.5k, you come back with less HP. So playing with 2k is pretty, I don't want to say ideal, but it's generally quite good with Harute. So there you go, MA Gero kill. Overall, it's a pretty hard unit to play, to be honest. You have to be really familiar with the MA mode. So if you wanted to play it, you got to learn how to play MA. And to be honest, I wouldn't recommend this to be your first MA unit if you wanted to play it. I think something like Double X and stuff like that are way more friendlier to try MA on. But if you want to play this first thing, this as your first MA unit, then that's fine. It's pretty powerful. Have a lot of firing power. Can shoot out like you can see in one motion. It can shoot out like CSB, AC and sub at the same time. So that's like the send out the bits and shoot the missile and also shoot the MA Garo. So another cool part is that like during the, if you're in overheat state and you MA Garo, you continue flying. I believe that also the same the missile. While you're shooting missile, you keep moving. Somebody just follow me on Twitch. Thank you very much. That's randomly why I was recording this, but thank you so much. So as you overheat in MA, you can actually shoot your Garo and your unit will continue moving while the Garo is shooting. I believe that the same if you're shooting the missile, like if you're AC in the missile or you're in MA mode, you will continue moving until your animation is finished. So a lot of like interesting tech to try, but again, pretty difficult unit and very cool if you want to learn how to play it. So I think that's it for today. If you enjoyed the video, again, give it a like, share it, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Thanks so much.
Hey guys, thank you so much for watching my video. If you want to help support me, feel free to subscribe for more video and follow me on my other social media. The link will be in the video description.